All right, good morning, traders. Today is May 28th, 2024. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. I want to thank everybody for being here, everybody in digital land, everybody in the room here with me, everybody all around. My SPY pivot this morning is 528.90, same as it was Friday. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends. QQQ, FNGU, IWM, and SPY all made inside daily candles. That's lower highs and higher lows, closing over the 17 EMA. SPY ends the day with a 2-hour uptrend. That's an uptrend, not a downtrend. 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. All right, Diamond Dow made a lower high and a lower low, closing below the bearish trap and below the 17 EMA. Gold and silver still in uptrends, both made inside days. Gold closed below the bearish trap and the 17 EMA. Silver closed inside the bullish trap and over the 17 EMA. USO still in an uptrend, made an inside day, closing inside a bearish trap below a falling 17 EMA. UNG still in an uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing beneath a bullish trap but over the 17 EMA. US dollar index still in a downtrend, closed around 104.70 area. So it's headed back towards that flat 200 SMA. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, first chart, let's take this down. All right, so here's SPY. Here's the daily candle. Got a higher low and a lower high as compared to Thursday's candle right there. Where did we close? This is the 3, the yellow line, closed over the 3 EMA, which is also over the white line. That's the 8 EMA right here. All 3 of those are over the rising 17 EMA. On the daily, we are in an uptrend. We have made higher lows and higher highs. On the 2-hour chart, okay, 2-hour chart says we had a downtrend. We're in an uptrend, really, okay? So 2-hour chart, we have a 2-hour uptrend. You can see price, the 3, and the 8 are all over the green dots. That's the 17 EMA. So here we are in a 2-hour uptrend. On the 10-minute time frame, you can see right here we left off in the last minute. We popped up over the 8 EMA, putting us in a 10-minute uptrend. So what are my instructions today? My marching orders. Anything above the pivot, actually over this consolidation here, 529.81, where I see green erases red, that's an entry for me. All right, on the 10-minute chart. Green erases red on the 10-minute chart, over the pivot, preferably over this consolidation, that's an entry. All right, let's take a look at another chart. Okay, here's our all-time high anchored VWAP. Notice the price action is above the all-time high anchored VWAP, indicating that the money flow from the institutions is coming into the stock market. Okay, the money flow would be coming in because they're willing to pay better than average, all right, or better than the all-time high. Okay, indicating that they're willing to buy it even higher. Okay, and you can see right here in the pre-market, we are up again, consolidating up over this consolidation right here. All right, so with the dollar dropping today, well, I'll take a peek at the dollar just for a second here. All right, so here we left off on Friday, up here right around 105.08, and you can see we melted down to 104.70, then we melted down to 104.50, now we're right down to 104.40. So we are headed back down towards that flat 200 SMA that sits down here. All right. So we get below that. That's a really good sign for the US dollar. US dollar in a downtrend. We have higher lows. This is the last high. Have a lower high. Got a lower high, excuse me. And we have lower lows. So we got lower highs and lower lows. Got another lower high. Pressure on the bears to create the lower low. So there's the US dollar, DXY. All right. So margin orders this morning for SPY. Good chance we run up to 535 sometime today. With the dollar dropping like that, I don't see anything on the economic calendar. We'll take a peek at that in just a few minutes. Okay, you can see price now consolidating over Friday's bullish flag consolidation. So notice we came up. Our margin orders for Friday were looking for red to erase green as an entry underneath the pivot. We never got it. We never got red erasing green. Okay, so price came up over the pivot. Then our instructions were, marching orders were looking for green to erase red. Now, we erased red right here, but didn't get any follow through. Did it again right here, didn't get any follow through. And we did it right here at the very end of the day. One big candle erased this red one. So we're in an uptrend, all right? So any candle up over, well, let's just say over 529.90 is a buyable candle, green or red, preferably green for me, but there's SPY breaking out to new highs, all right, this morning. Well, not new highs, but, a higher high, okay? Then we close Friday, all right? So that's SPY. All right, let's take a peek back. Let's go to QQQ. QQQ on the daily chart. Okay, same thing. Got an inside day. Inside day is the lower high and a higher low. QQQ closing over a bullish trap. Okay, the trap's the 3 on top of the white 8 EMA. So it's a 3 EMA on top of the white 8 EMA. So you got the 3 price closing over the bullish trap. And notice all 3 of them over a rising 17 EMA. That's the green dots right here. Okay, so that's bullish. Price action showing us a higher low and higher highs. That's bullish. We are in an uptrend. Okay, so if you notice back on Thursday, we printed brand new all-time highs. All right, then there's Friday. Right here was an inside day, and here we are today coming right back up to those inside, to that all-time high. There's QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU, same thing. Got a higher high, got a higher low and a lower high closing. It's an inside day closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA in an uptrend. Got a higher low, got a higher high. We are in an uptrend. So there's FNGU, IWM. This is the Russell 2000. All right, IWM closing another inside day with a lower high and a higher low, but a little bit different than the other 3. Okay, managed to close over the 17 EMA, but inside the bearish trap right here, but over the 17 EMA. Not quite as healthy as the other 3. Price action in the pre-market looking good with higher lows and a higher high on IWM. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, not quite like the other 4. Okay, Diamond Dow got a lower high and a lower low, closing below a bearish trap below the 17 EMA. So Diamond Dow not doing quite so well. All right, but still in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, they have to break this low right here in order to put them in a downtrend. It's a long ways away, but it still could happen. So there's Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at our technicals. For Friday, we came out of the sell zone, slammed through the seller's chop zone, right into the buyer's chop zone, right at the midpoint. You can see we got up here, and then we just produced this higher low here, and a little bit lower low there, and then a higher low here. We just kind of chopped around right at the midpoint. All right, so there's T2122 flying out of the sell zone. The bulls threw them out, and they threw them out of the seller's chop zone too. All right, so here's T2123. Okay, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, coming right into a rising 200 SMA. I would like to see a V-bottom bounce off of this rising 200 SMA. Now, we may get that looking at the chart back here on IWM. Right here on IWM, right here. You can see here we are still continuing this bounce right here. All right, so in the pre-market, it kind of shows us pushing back towards the top and headed towards these highs. So that was T2123. Again, I'm looking for a V-bottom bounce coming down and ripping right back up to these highs and attacking the prior all-time high. On the 3-bar chart, now the green 17 EMA balls right here. So we extend the green section of the 17 EMA on the 3-bar chart. Here we are coming into, here's not quite the V bottom, more like a U bottom into a rising 200 SMA. Hope that's not what we get on the 15. Looking like we might get a U bottom on that as well. But here we have a U bottom instead of a V bottom, where we come down and we meander in here for looks like a couple weeks, and then we finally get some lift up off of there. Okay, you can see now price action and the 17 are still 1 at this time, but notice the space over the rising 200 SMA. That's an excellent sign. We are still bullish right here on T2123. FNGU indicator. Friday's price action started out green, went green almost to the end of the day. They put in 3 red candles right here as we went right back up into, this would be the major resistance. Okay, this is price action coming up into major resistance. See this peak up here, this wick, this peak, and it consolidated right into this major resistance. And you can see them attacking the 2-year high right here in the pre-market. So very bullish there. Again, bouncing off of a rising 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart on FNGU. Let's take a look at some technicals. Excuse me, not some technicals. Let's take a look at the energy market. We'll start with USO. All right, with USO, we got for Friday's price action an inside day. We closed inside the bearish trap, but under the 17 EMA. USO still in a, let me see what we got here. Make sure I got this right. All right, so still in an uptrend because we haven't broken this low. Okay, so USO still in an uptrend. I don't know what I put. Did I put uptrend or downtrend? Still in an uptrend. All right, because we haven't broken this low. We made a higher high right here and that put us in an uptrend, making that higher high. So USO still in an uptrend. All right. Fridays, we closed inside the bearish trap, but under the 17 EMA. Okay, you can see in today's price action this morning, we're up over the 17 EMA and over a bullish cross. That's USO. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG got a lower high and a lower low, closing below the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. So between the two, between the bullish trap and the rising 17. UNG still in an uptrend, all right, making that higher high, taking out this high, and this high, breaking the downtrend and attacking the $20 number. So we'll see where UNG kind of settles down. This one's on fire. We'll see where it cools out. That's a very big ending candle right there. So we'll see where they end this this end of this rally right here. So we'll see where UNG. Gold and silver. Gold and silver both still in uptrends. Friday's price action for gold. Inside day, but closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. Still bullish. All right. Just a move up and consolidate over to the right. That's a bull flag. Let's take a look at silver. Silver, Friday's price action, another inside day. Higher low, lower high, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. So silver closed inside a bullish trap. Gold closed inside a bearish trap. Both are in uptrends. Silver has a little bit more strength because it closed inside a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA, whereas gold closed inside a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. So a little more strength going on in silver. By the way, I do like PAAS. In case you're wondering, it's a nice bull flag breakout right here, making a higher low and a higher high. Got another higher low right there. In the 2-hour chart, we have a 2-hour downtrend that's looks like it's going to be broken this morning. So I do like PAAS. That's on my list, by the way. All right, let's go back and take a look at the economic calendar. All right, first one we'll look at is the dollar. We'll review the dollar. Dollar in a downtrend, lower high, lower low, coming back down to attack that 200 SMA. All right, so price action currently at 104.40 area. Friday's price action wound up taking us from 105.10 back down to 104.70. So it looks like a bearish engulfing candle on Thursday's price action from Friday. So Friday puts in a bearish engulfing on Thursday's price action. And you can see here we got some follow through a little bit on Monday, and here we are on Tuesday coming back down toward that 200 SMA. It's not on the chart, but that's where it is. On the economic calendar for today, all right, remember Monday we were closed, all right, Tuesday, for today we got a Fed speaker, got a home price index at 9, got another house price index at 9, another Fed speaker is going to come on at 9:56, consumer confidence 10 a.m., and Dallas Fed manufacturing at 10:30, got a money supply at 1, another Fed speaker. All in all, light day except for maybe consumer confidence right there. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we've got MBA mortgage applications at 7. Richmond Fed another manufacturing index at 10. Then we should have it's Wednesday. Usually there's a Petroleum report. I don't see it on there. Looks like they moved it to Thursday. They moved the petroleum report and the gas report over there. All right, so no petroleum report on Wednesday, I guess due to the holiday. All right, we've got another Fed speaker, and got the beige book at 2 p.m., and then another Fed speaker. Kind of a light week this week. All right, until we get to Thursday. Thursday's the main event. It's going to be GDP at 8:30 on Thursday morning. All right, after 8:30, right at 8:30, as well as GDP, international trade in goods. They're going to report jobless claims also at 8:30, corporate profits also at 8:30, retail inventories also at 8:30, wholesale inventories also at 8:30, pending home sales at 10. Now remember, earlier in the week we got the home price index, which is coming out this morning, and now we're going to have pending home sales index at 10. Okay, so on Thursday we got a gas report at 10:30, and at 11 we're going to have a petroleum report. Usually the petroleum report comes in on Thursday at 11, and the gas report stays on Thursday. The petroleum report comes in on Wednesday at 11, but I guess they changed it due to the holiday. Got another Fed speaker there, and for Friday, we got personal income and outlays at 8:30, Chicago PMI 945, got a rig count at 1, farm prices at 3 p.m., and another Fed speaker. The main event is GDP 8:30 on Thursday. That's the main event this week. All right. I don't expect it to be bad. I really don't expect it to be great either, but I don't expect it to be bad. It might actually be pretty good. I don't see anything regarding the U.S. dollar, the strength in the dollar, that would squash the GDP. So it should probably fall straight in line with the current trend that it's in. All right, so let's take a look at earnings calendar. All right, we'll start off with today. Nothing really notable here that's going to move the market. Maybe some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the market for Wednesday. Salesforce, 270 billion. All right, that will be interesting. They're going to report Wednesday night. All right, for Thursday, we got Costco, about 360 billion. They're going to report Thursday night. Royal Bank of Canada, 148 billion. They're going to report Thursday morning. Dell's going to report Thursday night with Costco. Marvell, 66 billion. They're going to report with Dell and Costco Thursday night. Go back to the economic calendar. Remember, the main event is Thursday morning at 8:30. Earnings are coming in Thursday night. This is a big one. Costco, 359 billion. For Friday, Coca-Cola Euro Pacific. That's about it. Some familiar names, but nothing that's really going to move the markets. Next week, again, familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. Max Payne for today. Okay, notice the put-to-call ratio. There's definitely not even one put for every call. Max Payne is 529. I don't think we're headed anywhere near 529 today. We'll see what happens. All right, and the U.S. dollar. You can see the U.S. dollar is falling again, which is great, okay? When the index falls, it's good for our companies because it makes our goods and services more affordable to the global economy around the world. So that's good. So here comes the dollar coming back down towards the 200 SMA. So I'll take questions in the room. All right. If there's no questions, I'm going to render my video. All right. So if you have a question, this would be the time to ask a question. All right. Don't come to me 30 days from now and say, I didn't learn anything in your room. Did you ask a question? Okay. This is the time to ask questions. Right after I finish my opening analysis, this is the time to ask questions so you're prepped and ready to go early this morning. All right? So, all right, everybody out there in Digital Land, I'll see you at 4 p.m. Oh, and by the way, tonight I have a webinar in the free room. It's going to be on Anchored VWAP, all right, and VWAP. We're going to review those tonight at 8 o'clock in the free room. Hope to see everybody there.